Hey, good morning, everybody. So yesterday was the Oscars. I did not watch the Oscars. I didn't have no skin in the game. You know, I went from watching almost 200 movies a year to watching like 10. So I really didn't know everything that was nominated. I knew Oppenheimer had a lot of nominations. I know Across the Spider-Verse had a nomination and Godzilla had a nomination, but I didn't watch the Oscars because I had no skin in the game. It wasn't like, 2, 3 years ago when I was seeing so many movies. I'm like, okay, I need to see who won. But that doesn't mean I didn't pay attention to the results. So the results were in, and Oppenheimer just like kind of swept the floor with everything. So Robert Downey Jr. won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, which, I mean, he was really fantastic in that movie. So congrats to him. It was his first ever Oscar, so big congrats to him. I think the last time he got nominated, I could be wrong, fact check me if you want. Last time he got nominated was with Tropic Thunder for supporting actor. So he won the Oscar on that one. So congrats to him. Christopher Nolan won the Oscar for Best Director, and Oppenheimer won Best Movie of the Year, and Cillian Murphy won Best Actor. That one makes me happy because I'm happy for Robert Downey Jr., but Cillian Murphy has been a fantastic actor for years, and I just feel like a lot of people don't give that guy enough credit that he deserves, because like he is, like, every movie he's in, regardless if the movie's good or not, he is awesome in it. So to see him finally get an Oscar, I think that's really awesome. And now Iron Man has an Oscar too. So Iron Man has an Oscar. So congrats to Christopher Nolan, congrats to Robert Downey Jr. and Cillian Murphy. Emma Stone, my girl, she won her second Oscar for The Poor Things, which I haven't seen. I don't know anything about that movie. Like I said, when I'm out of the loop, I am out of the loop. I have no idea what the hell The Poor Things is. I'm gonna have to check out the trailer and see what that movie's all about. But the last time she won an Oscar was, of course, La La Land. So now she won her second Oscar. She's been nominated plenty of times before. Like, I remember she was nominated for Birdman, which was a phenomenal movie. So to see her get her second nomination, or her second win rather, with Poor Things, that's something I'm definitely gonna have to look up and see what that movie is all about. There's my girl Emma Stone right there holding her second trophy. So that's really awesome. So so Emma Stone, Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer kind of like wiping the floor. Godzilla did win one Oscar, the one it was nominated for, which was Best Special Effects. I think it's a real shame that Godzilla wasn't nominated for Best Foreign Film or Best Picture. To me, I think that's a disgrace. I can understand that the legendary, Warner, what was it? Not Warner Brothers. It might be Warner Brothers who does the legendary movies, right? I understand those Godzilla movies not being nominated, right? Like the new ones that were made in America, because it's all like popcorn flick, Godzilla tearing up the city and all that crap, right? Like even the new one that's coming out, Godzilla and Kong, the second one that's coming out this year, I believe. Like that's just a popcorn flick. But Godzilla minus one was so much more than that. Like it should have at the very least been nominated for Best Foreign Film, because this was about a character who is still fighting a war within himself, who ran from war. He was a kamikaze pilot that ran from, like, Godzilla was the backdrop. That wasn't what the movie was about at all. So the fact that kind of didn't get nominated for anything kind of bothered me. And then Across the Spider-Verse didn't get the Oscar for Best Animated Film. Again, Across the Spider-Verse should have been nominated for Best Film also, not just Best Animated Film. It should have also been nominated for... See, this is probably why I don't watch the Oscars, because it kind of pisses me off how the Academy just kind of screws certain movies, right? Across the Spider-Verse should have been nominated for Best Picture, not just Best Animated, just because it was animated. Like, I didn't see all the movies that were up on like Best Nominated Movies of the Year. I didn't see that, right? And like Mario didn't even get I think Mario might have got nominated for Best Animated Film. I gotta check and see right here. But that what kind of bothers me about the Oscars is that Spider-Man should have been nominated for Best Picture, and I feel like the reason why it didn't win, I could be wrong, is because the first one won. So they're like, I feel like the voters are like, well, we just voted for the first one, so why are we going to vote for it again? It's like, I feel, and the second one is, like, to me, arguably the second one is better than the first one, because it dives deeper into what it is to be a hero and the sacrifices you have to do and all that stuff. It's a much darker, much deeper movie. You know, like Star Wars is Star Wars, but Empire Strikes Back is a much deeper movie. And I feel like the Academy didn't vote for Across the Spider-Verse because they voted for Into the Spider-Verse, and the first one won the Oscar. It should have been a 2-time Oscar winner, like it should have been, like that franchise. But they gave it to a movie called The Boy and the Heroine, Heron. I don't know how to pronounce that shit, but yeah. So I haven't seen that movie, so I can't comment on it. Like I couldn't say if that movie deserved it or not. But I haven't seen the movie. Just someone who saw Spider-Man, I feel like Spider-Man deserved a little bit more love. And here's John Cena butt booty naked for some reason on the stage. I don't know what the hell that's about, nor do I care. But yeah, and then they goes to Best Picture nominees, okay? And yeah, Spider-Man is not on there. Like you got The Poor Things, Past Lives, Oppenheimer, Maestro, whatever you want to call it, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Holdovers, Barbie got nominated. First of all, hold on, Barbie got nominated, okay, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Godzilla -1 didn't get nominated. What? Really? Okay, first of all, I saw Barbie, and let me tell you, it felt like I was watching a 2.5-hour session of being preached to on why it sucks to be a man. That's what Barbie was. So, yeah, that's BS right there. Godzilla at least has meaning behind it. I know the title, you say Godzilla, people roll their eyes like, oh, Godzilla. But Godzilla actually had meaning behind it if you actually pay attention to the plot of the movie. But Oscars will be Oscars, you know what I mean? See, I'm getting pissed off. That's why I don't watch this shit no more. Because I just get mad about stupid stuff like that. Best director, Christopher Nolan. So, good for him. This one's the one that makes me happy. Cillian Murphy. Like, I'm glad that he won. Like, I think he deserved it. And then he was up against a lot of good people too. Like, he was up against Paul Giamatti, and he was up against Jeffrey Wright and Bradley Cooper. Like, he was up against some competition. So, good for him for knocking out that win. Best original song, I believe Barbie won that one, right? Barbie won that one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Barbie was nominated for 2 original songs. She won one of them, which I feel like the best one didn't even win, which was the Ken song. If I had to choose one, but hey, whatever. And then I'm trying to get to the animated movie. Where is it? I don't even see it. Best live action short, best cinematography. Best cinematography won. Oppenheimer won, which is no surprise to there. And I'm trying best film editing. That had to be Oppenheimer, right? Who won that one? Yeah, Oppenheimer won that one. Best visual effects, Godzilla -1. I mean, I still think he should have been nominated. Like, I don't think he should have won Best Picture. See, I feel like he should have been nominated for Best Picture. Right? I don't think Across the Spider-Verse. So I remember when I saw Oppenheimer, I was like, okay, Oppenheimer, my favorite movie of the year, right? I remember saying that coming out of the theater. I'm like, I don't even need to see this movie again. I know that this is my favorite movie of the year. And then I saw Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm like, Oppenheimer, you went down to number 2. And then I saw Godzilla -1. I'm like, Spider-Man, Oppenheimer, you guys went down to number 2 and 3 respectfully. So it was like, you know, it was, I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste, man. It's a waste that they didn't at least nominate Godzilla for Best Picture. We all know it wasn't going to win Best Picture. It was Oppenheimer's to lose, but man, still, it just kind of bothers me. And why is John Cena naked? Can someone please explain that to me? It's like everywhere you go, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like he's just sitting around naked. Like, why? What was the joke of having John Cena out on the floor naked? Doesn't make no sense. Doesn't make no sense, man. But yeah, right here's best animated film, which was the winner, The Boy and the Heron. Which again, I haven't seen it. But the nominations up against it was, of course, Elemental, Robot and Dream, Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man didn't win it because the first one won it, and then the Academy was like, well, we're not gonna vote for it to win twice. Just guessing, not entirely sure that's how it went down, but I've said this and I've said this before. People at the Oscars has their agendas. I'm not gonna repeat myself, But they do. Everybody has their own agendas going into things. Sometimes the best things don't always win because I think Godzilla should have been nominated. I'm gonna die in my grave still saying Godzilla should have been nominated. Just like you guys don't want to hear this. Joker should have won Best Picture too, you know. But anyway, that's all I got. Congratulations to Oppenheimer, to Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man. Now he can go back to you got your Oscar. Now, for the love of God, get on the phone with Kevin Feige and go sign another 10-year deal to come back as Iron Man because the MCU needs you, buddy. Okay, take your Oscar to the MCU. You're like, hey, I got an Oscar. I can get more money now. Go back to the MCU now because they need you. They need you. Okay, and big shout out to Emma Stone and Cillian Murphy for winning their Oscars. And yeah, I'm gonna go check out the Poor Things and see what the hell that movie's all about and watch the trailer. So, anyway, guys, if any movies that you think I missed last year that you highly recommend, leave in the comments in the comment box below. I definitely need to get back on the movie train because I feel like I'm being left out of the loop, and I don't like being left out of the loop. So, any movies that were nominated that you think, hey, Rob, you need to check this movie out, definitely let me know. Definitely let me know, and I will check them out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you. Peace out, sauerkraut. Until next time, until we meet again. POP, holding it down.